Okay, so so in the last session we have completed about the ADVPN. Today we are going to do that VRRP. So you guys are aware about the VRRP? What is VRRP? Anyone?
No, no, no. I don't have any idea on it.
No, this is the part of CCNA, right?
Yeah.
CCNA. We have one concept, first hop redundancy protocol,
First
FHRP.
hoop.
FHRP, you don't know?
First hoop
Under
to
the
second hoop.
FHRP, there is an HSRP,
Yeah.
VRRP, GLBP. Okay, so HSRP and VRRP is there, GLBP is there. So under this, the what is the use of this protocol? So let's suppose we have a four-wheeler. Okay, so under this four-wheeler, we are also keeping one more tire, right? In case of anything puncture or anything, we can remove that and we can install here. Correct? Aware or not?
Yeah.
Means
Yes, yes,
means that is a redundancy. Redundancy is nothing but if in case anything is down, then the second availability will automatically take a responsibility to carry the traffic. Understand?
yes, sir.
So that is the use of HSRP, VRRP, okay, and GLBP. So here how we're using this. So the thing is just a minute. Okay. So let's suppose I am having a multiple. This is our internet. Okay. This is our internet, okay, and we have a multiple path to reach here. We are having a multiple path to, like, this is a user, this is a user, this is a user, this is a user. User traffic will come to the switch. From switch, there is a two path to reach the destination, to reach the internet via this firewall 1 or firewall 2. But if I use firewall 1, then firewall 2 will be just a idle, right? Because I can assign just a single gateway. I can just assign a single gateway IP of any gateway IP, right? For this device, this is the PC. This is the just consider these are the desktop, okay, in user devices. Getting my point?
Yes.
So these are our users, and users are in desktop. We can just assign a single gateway, not a multiple gateway to send the traffic, right? So either we can use the 101.253 or I can use the 101.254, right? In case of I assign the 101.253 as a gateway for this desktop, and let's suppose this 253 is down, again I need to change that 254, this one, for this PC, but it will take a time. If there is a like 5 to 10 devices, then that is fine. But what about, well, there is thousand of users. You'll go to is it possible to go and manually change the gateway IP? No, right? You can't change the manually, right? The gateway IP.
Yes. Yes.
So that is the reason we are using the VRRP, and VRRP is nothing but we will use some virtual IP. So virtual IP will take a place instead of keeping a 101.253 or 254. We will use this both as a gateway. In normal VRRP, which we have been learned into the CCNA, we are keeping one single what? Single public IP. But in this VPN, but in this FortiGate firewall, we will keep multiple VRR, multiple virtual IP. Okay, one will become a master here. 101.1 is a master here. So 101.1 is a backup here. If 101.2 is a master here, then 102 is a backup here. Then it is a second firewall will keep as a master. Just opposite. Okay. In case master goes down, then who will take care of it? That backup will take care of it. Okay. If both is down, then who will this both will become a master. There will be no backup. This both 101 and 102 will become a master. Okay, got it? And they will take care the traffic. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's start the configuration. So configuration file I'm already having, R1, R2, R3, and R4 is our configuration. Okay. So here Who is going to join now? Lakshmipati. So this is the our configuration. Okay. So Lakshmi, we are going to configure the VRRP. You joined very late, right? So I believe so you are aware about the FHRP, HSRP, VRRP, GLBP, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I'll revise today.
Okay.
Yeah.
VRRP, we are going to configure here. Okay. So let me start to configure this from firewall, from this R1 to everywhere. Okay. So this is our system one. This is our system one, correct? System one. Enable configuration terminal. No IP domain lookup. If anything. Okay. So here I am having already the configuration. Enable configuration terminal. Interface 0 by 0. So here which IP we are using? 0 by 1. 0 by 1 interface we are using here, right? So here first is 0 by 1. So I will use this IP, correct? Here I just what I printed around here 0 by 1. I'll just use copy from here to here and I just did the paste. IP assign is done, correct? IP assign is done. In the same way, there PC2 enable configuration terminal here 102, correct? IP assign and the default routing. Enable configuration terminal and paste it. Default routing towards 101.2. So 101.2. Here we are using even the 101 and or 102. What I have been used here I have been used 101.1 as a gateway. Here I am using 102, 101.2 as a gateway. This PC is a 101 and this PC is a 102. This PC will also I'll keep 101. This PC I will keep as a 102. Okay. Then, but which interface I have been chosen here? 0 by 1. 0 by 1. Okay, that's fine. Now just scrolling here. So now which interface? PC3. So PC3 0 by 1 enable configuration terminal and this one will be a gateway for 101.1 will be a gateway for system 3. Okay. And second one R4 0 by 0. So IP will be fine 101.40 and the gateway is this one. First basic configuration. Okay, done. And after that internet, we have a internet. So here enable configuration terminal and this will be our IP is a loopback IP 1.1 and interface 0 by 0 and there is a two interface, right? Two interfaces are there. Two interfaces are there 101.1 and 102.1. The same thing I am going to use 101.1 and 102.1 and 101.1. So which will be a perfect one, the correct one, like interface 0 by 0. 0 by 0 we are using 101.1.1. 102 we are using into 0 by 1. So this interface 101. Okay, no problem. Just keep bring it here, done here, copy and paste here. Something went wrong there. Let me do one by one. Interface 0 by 1, no set. Here done. Configuration terminal done. The configuration done, right? And second one, interface 0 by 0. No set, correct. Just a minute. IP address 10.1.1.1 slash 24. What happened? fastest net 0 by 0, IP address 101.1.1.1/24. No switch port. Exit interface fastest net 0 by 0, IP address 101.1.1.1/24. No. This is router, right? 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown. 255.255.255.0. Okay. No shutdown and just copy here. No problem. Again, we can do. Or interface loopback, that is fine. Interface int loopback interface loopback 1. IP address is 1.1.1.1.255.255.255.0. Done. So IP interface brief. So what are the IP here? So IPs are there in where 0 by 0 is 101.1.1 and 102 in a 0 by 1. Okay. So and loopback perfectly. Okay. So now we are going to remember one thing: the VRRP is not possible to configure through the GUI in the Fortigate. So that is the reason we need to configure into the CLI mode only. Okay. So basic configuration in config system interface, edit port number 3, set mode static, set IP one. What is that IP? 101.1.1.1 101.1.1/24. Okay, and set allow access ping, right? Next edit port number 2, set mode static, set IP 101.1.100/24. What happened? Config system interface, edit port number 2, set mode static, set IP 101.1.1.100/24. Overlapping with whom? Set IP subnet overlap between port number 2 with primary IP of port number 3. What is the IP here? About config system interface, edit port number 3, set mode static, set IP 192.168.101.253, right, /24. Next, edit port number 2, set mode static, set IP 101.1.1.1.100/24. Set allow access ping. That's it. End. Okay. And second one, the second firewall, we have IP. Okay. Admin. Just a minute. Admin. Okay. Config system interface. Edit port number 1. Set mode static. Set IP 192.168.101.254/24. Set allow access ping. next edit port number 2, right? Port number 2, set mode static and set IP 102.1.1.1 102.1.1.100/24. Set allow access ping. Okay, done. So now we have done the configuration, basic configuration onto this both the devices. And anything if I'm missing, let me check. So what we have done, what are the things we have done in as of now? PC1, PC2, PC3, and PC4 basic configuration along with the internet we are completed. And along with that, the internet has been right. And after that, in the firewall, we configured config system global hostname. We need to do basic IP assign. We have done the basic IP assign, right? Internet fire 4
Yep.
and that firewall 2, firewall 1. Just a minute, huh? Firewall 1 allow access to ping. IP assign has been done. Okay, only we need to change the host name and rest is fine. Firewall 1 config system global set host name in config system interface port number 1 set mode is static set IP that this is the IP 253 and allow access ping port number 2 allow access this thing router is static set gateway we just need to do static routing into this firewall and in okay in firewall 1 paste here done. Okay, the same way we are also done into this one firewall policy we need to create, right? So firewall policy, so according to this config system firewall policy edit one set name port number 1 will be a source interface, port number 2 will be a destination interface. So here port number 1 is a ours, port number 1 is not port number 3 and port number 2 source will be port number 3, destination will be a port number 2, right? So source will be a port number 3 and the destination will be a port number 2, correct? Set action accept allow everything is done. You guys are aware about this, right? Many times we configured. If you was, I will do again. Okay, so let me do that once again. config config system. Okay, let me do first config system global edit config system global set hostname Fortigate 1. Okay, Fortigate 1 then done. uh, Fortigate 1, what about that? Okay, end. Okay, done. So Fortigate 1 and gateway has been also configured. So config firewall policy and edit 1 set name interface internet access set name anything you can mention internet. Okay, internet access, internet space is not allowed, internet access. Okay, set name and set name set source interface port number 3 set destination interface port number 2, right? Port number 2 set action accept set source address all set destination address all set schedule all set services. Here it will not access the set schedule what we have done set schedule, right? Just a minute. Set schedule all. Here it will not take any small letter. Okay, where it is? What to get one? Why? Okay, just a minute, guys. There is policy issue. Configure configure firewall policy. Edit one. Edit one. Set name. Okay, firewall one. I can say firewall one. Anything you can mention. And source interface. Set source interface. Port number 3, set destination interface port number 2, set action set action allow set action all, just a minute, set action accept. Okay, set source interface the source address all, set destination address all, set schedule always, and set services all. Okay, set services all set services all, and then set net enable, okay, end. So firewall 1 has been configuration is done. The same thing in the firewall 2, config system interface. Here in the firewall we are going to configure a vrrp by using these commands, okay. So what is the meaning of this command? Config system interface edit port number 3. Which port we are using for the inside? Port number 3, okay. So port number 3 we are using as a port number 3 we are using, okay. So after that, yeah, then set vrrp virtual make enable. This is the command. These both are the command to configure the vrrp. Edit one vr vrip virtual IP. Okay, 192.168.101.1. 192.168.101.1 means 101.1 will become our master. Why master? Because the priority which we are going to configure, that I am going to configure 200. So higher priority will be always become a primary, and the second 101.2 101.2 priority, what I am keeping 100. So highest priority will become a master, lowest priority will become a backup. Okay, clear? Clear, guys?
Yes, yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so let me start this configuration. Just a minute. Here, config system interface edit port number 3, right? Port number 3, set vrrp vrrp, just a minute, vrrp virtual, okay, virtual make enable, okay, this is the command. And set vrrp, okay, vrrp, uh, set vrrp, okay, come down, set vrrp, set, not set, config vrrp and edit one, set vrrp vrip, okay, virtual IP 192.168.101.1. 192.168.101.1 is a master in the firewall 1, right? 101.1. Set priority is 200, okay. And the preemption set preempt enable, okay. In the next, edit port number 2, edit 2, and set vrip vrip 192.168.101.2 and set priority. Because of the less priority 100, it will become our secondary. Set preemption enable, okay, and end. So this is the done for the firewall 1, and this come down into firewall 1 is done. So we will just go to that end, okay. Firewall 1 is done. So now we need to configure the firewall 2. Config system global, set host name, and the same configuration. 101 will become over here. What? 101 mode is static, allow access. This we already done, right, in the firewall 2. If I'll show you, just a minute, let me show you. Admin and admin. So system interface and the question mark. So IP we are already configured. 101 and 100 already configured, correct. So we just need to configure what, static routing here in the configuration route. We just need to configure the static route here, and we need to configure what, we need to configure and the set config system global, set hostname, set hostname set hostname of firewall 2, correct, and end. Only this was required. Now we can config firewall policy, edit one, edit one, edit one, and the set name of firewall 2. I'm just keeping as a firewall 2, okay. And after that, Set name interface, access anything, you can click set source interface. Source interface. What is the source interface here? Here source interface will be 1 and 2, right? Exit will be 2. Packet will come from 1 and it will go via port number 2. So here we need to change something. Here I need to change the port number 1. Here it is fine. Then just copy and paste. Okay. Just copy and paste to save the time. Just a minute. Yeah, done. Paste it here. Done. Policy done. And the same way, same configuration which I have been already configured in the firewall. Configure it. Okay. So the same thing configuration required. Done. Configuration is done. Now we can use get router info VRRP to verify. So what will get here? So VRRP router info interface, primary interface is 192.168.101. 101. 101. This one is a primary, right? 101 and primary VRRP master number 1 version is 1, virtual IP is 192.101, priority is 100. So status is backup. Okay. So less priority, that is the reason this is a backup, and that is a VRRP 102, which 101.2 is the highest priority. So this is the master, correct? Correct now? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
clear.
Yeah. So let's suppose I'm going to configure, okay, I'm going to ping from here. I'm going to ping from ping 192.168.101.253. Reachable. Let me ping 101.1. 101 dot is, this is my master. Okay, 101.2 also, both are reachable, right? So my packet, all the packet is going towards master only, correct? Some packet, the device which is having the the laptop or the desktop which is having the gateway. What is the gateway for this? Enable show IP interface, show IP interface brief. So here show IP route. Okay. So what is that? The gateway 192.168.101.1. 101.1 is a gateway for this one, right? And the same way here R2 system 2 enable show IP route. Okay, show IP route. So some will show IP route. Okay, show IP route into this. Yeah, default route is not configured. Let me configure it. Config configuration terminal IP route 0.0.0.0 and 0.0.0.0 192.168.101.2 will be a gateway for this. So IP route. Okay. So the ping 192.168.101.2 reachable. Yeah, reachable. 101.1 reachable. It will be also reachable. Okay. 101.253 reachable. Correct. So in case, let me shut down this firewall. Okay. Let me shut down this firewall one. Stop. So now the packet will move from, if it is a stop, then the packet will move via another one. Okay. 253, it will not check. It 101 is still reachable via this one, right? Now if it is completely shut down, then what will be the our firewall status? So let me use the same command, get router info. So what is that? So 10, now the 100 is also master and 200 is also master, right? Because this device is completely down. In case of device down, that will this 101 and 102 both will become a master for 101. This is the this for this device, the gateway is a 101, so the traffic will go via this device. Gateway is a 101.2, the traffic will go via this firewall only. Clear now?
Yes, clear, sir.
So this is about the VRRP. Any question on this? So I'll stop the recording. Is it done, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any
Complete.
question?